Does that work? Oh my god, I think I got some sound. Let's see. I can see you all. I hope this is working now. Let me know in the chat if we're working here. This is a little delayed, so let's see. I can see it moving in my audio thing here, so I'm hoping. Yay! All right, we got it going here. All right, this is tricky because I got to look at the chat somehow and make sure the camera's in the right spot. Okay. How do I do this? The screen is so small. Okay, I think I got it here. I can see the chat and I can see the camera angle. This tiny little screen, so I gotta try to work here with you guys so you can see me getting prepped. So earlier I said hi Dee Dee. I said hi to Lauren and Plant Eaters and Amelia. And I think we got everybody here that I can see in the chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Plant Eaters. Hey. Banana Wisdom left her dogs here, and they're kind of being brats. I don't think those are for you. These aren't yours. They belong to the other dogs here. You can't have them. Sorry. You're going to have to go ask your mom. All right. Shall we get started? Is anybody else preparing for the week for the Lean and Clean Challenge? That in the background would be the dogs whining. They like to do that, you know. They like to whine. Oh, ow! I almost hit my funny bone there. All right. Let's see who's all here. We got 13 people here. Wow. 13. We got more people than last time. I'm not as nervous as I was last time. I'm a little bit, though. Oh, hello, Midnight. All right. So everything is okay? You can hear me? You can see me all right? Well, the camera's backwards. So I went to go do my hair the wrong way. All right. Hi, Amy. Amy from the Plant Eaters. She just went to get some things that she didn't have yet. Well, I didn't forget. Banana Wisdom, Janine forgot to get some cucumber. So we're going to improvise. And we're going to use some what do you call it, zucchini instead. It might give it a whole different flavor, but that's okay. It's just the creaminess that you want, so we can work with that. All right. Okay, so let's start with the easy thing that's going to take an hour or whatever, 45 minutes. So here I've got sweet potatoes. I got a lot because I also like to make Heather's yummy blueberry vegan muffins for snacks when I need a snack during the week. And actually I haven't made them yet, but Banana Wisdom has, and they're very, very wonderful. They're delicious. I had one last week and it was good. So I make a little extra sweet potato to have on hand so that I can make those, well, Banana Wisdom will make them, those muffins. And they're very good. They're just very simple. If you want to know that recipe, I don't think it's been posted yet, actually. Or has it? I don't know. It might be posted. I'm not sure. But I could post that somewhere. Maybe in the Facebook group. If you guys don't know already, there's a Facebook group. There's one that Hannah made, High Carb Hannah, Lean and Clean. And if you want something a little smaller and you want to see what's going on with myself and Janine during the week, I think it's called Lean and Clean Team Banana. After this video is done, I can link that down below. If somebody else has that link, you could put it in the chat for me there if you like. Oh, hi, Diane. And we got Frog Lover here, the one with my most favorite icon. So cute. Well, I will say hi to Janine. Alright, so basically all you do with the sweet potatoes is you put them on some parchment paper on a cookie sheet. You don't do anything else. You don't poke them or anything. You just keep them just the way they are. I don't wash them because I don't eat the skins. So maybe you should wash them if you eat the skins, but I'm lazy. So that's going to go in the oven. Oh dear, I forgot to preheat it. Let's see. So I'm going to double check here on my Lean and Clean ebook, which I wish it was on the iPad and not on here. It would make it so much easier. Alright, baked sweet potatoes. Preheat your oven to 450. Alright, got it at 450. Okay, so when that's done, actually I'm just going to throw it in there now so I don't have to think about it. Alright, so we got the one easiest thing done already. Look at that. Well, it's not done, but you know what I mean. Alright, so let's see, what should we make next? We have, we should get the quinoa going. And this is something I'm doing different than what Banana Wisdom did last week. But we both agree that we like quinoa and rice together rather than just quinoa. And we had a lot of leftover quinoa when we did the test last week. So we're just going to cook some rice and quinoa together because we like that flavor better. And I don't know if we need as much as we made last time. But I might make the whole amount anyway, just to show you guys. And the rest of the family can eat it too. Okay, where's the window? There's so many windows on this computer. Whew. That's a gas oven, for sure. I can smell that gas. Be sure that. Okay, it's going. It's not just gas. Alright, so 2 cups of dry quinoa with 5 cups of water in a medium saucepan. Bring to a boil on your stove and cover and heat to simmer. So I'm going to do... Oh boy, there goes the dogs. Those crazy dogs. You guys, no, you don't need to bark while I'm doing this video. Come on now. No barking. That's just rude. You don't need to bark. That's not very nice to people walking by. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 cups, 1 cup each of rice and 1 cup of quinoa. Oh boy, and the other dog's going now too, upstairs. And here's, I got the quinoa here. It's quinoa instead of quinoa. Kind of bitter. And this kind is I thought this was a sprouted kind. Maybe it's not. So I'm probably going to need to rinse this. If you ever get the sprouted kind, I don't think you need to rinse it. Let's see. I have room for rinsing. When you rinse your quinoa, you need a mesh strainer like this so they don't fall through. As if you use, well, I hope my armpits aren't sweating. Alright, and if you use something like this, they fall through the cracks, so it doesn't work so good. So you need a nice mesh strainer. Measure out a cup here. Oh boy, they still fell through a little bit. Now that's maybe not a tight enough strainer. No, this is not for you, girls. Now get out of here. This is not dog food. Oh wow. Yeah, this strainer's not very good quinoa. Maybe Banana Wisdom didn't drain it last week. Now I got quinoa everywhere. These are really tiny quinoa. I'm used to having a little bit bigger. Look at that mess. Got a mess all over here at quinoa. And the dogs think it's food. No, you get on. Get out of here. Go on. Come on. Come on, little one. Let's go. Just 1 second, guys. I gotta get these dogs out of here. Go on. You two get out of here. Go. You get out of here. Go on. You don't need to be in here when I'm in the kitchen. No, you. All right, got the little ones out of here. Oh, you love the jeans, do you? Yeah. These are real comfortable. Oh, if you soak the quinoa, it won't be bitter. Well, that's a good tip. Thank you very much, plant eaters. Now, who else here has a YouTube channel? I'd like you to say in the comments here. And anybody that was looking for someone new to follow, I would love for you to go subscribe to them. So don't be shy. Maybe say a little bit of what you're about. If you're a vegan channel, lifestyle, whatever. Oh, I don't like messes in the kitchen. Okay, so now we're going to put the rice in here too. And where did I put the measuring cup? I got distracted from the quinoa just going everywhere. I can't find the measuring cup. Just gotta blow away the quinoa because this is a gas stove. I don't want popcorn, quinoa popcorn going on down here. Oh, what a mess. Such a mess this is. Okay, well, I've lost my measuring cup. I don't know how I managed to do that. But I'll get this other one here. Now, this is crazy. How can I lose a measuring cup like that? It's gone. Oh, I'm getting rice everywhere. Okay, so we got 1 cup of rice. And now I need 5 cups of water, so I'm going to go over here. Oh, you're right. It is in the bag. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica, for pointing that out, because I might need that later. All right, so now we need 5 cups of water. I'll bring the pot like I said I was going to. I hope you guys are talking amongst each other. Don't be shy. Share your YouTubes or your Instagrams or whatever. Well, speaking of Instagram and YouTube, I've got my own Instagram now. Because Betty Lou is taken already, so I call it Just Wonderful Betty Lou. So if you want to follow me on there, I'm not much of a photographer though. I think Banana Wisdom takes better pictures than I ever could. Alright, so we got the quinoa and the rice in here. I hate that when the quinoa sticks to the edges here. And then it sticks to your hands. Okay, we're going to get that into a boil, so I got it on high. I better get a move on here. I kind of started a little late. Okay, so the Plant Eaters have a YouTube channel, and they're a family. I'm familiar with them. And they got a couple kids. I think they got 2 kids, right? All right, and Lauren, Raw Lauren. Okay, so yeah, people can just click on your name. Make sure you open it in a new tab so you don't lose me. But yeah, there you go. Who else? We got Mrs. Plant has a YouTube channel. I think that's all I see so far. Okay, and then if you have an Instagram or something, you can just say the name of it. You don't have to post a link. Oh, and you do videos occasionally. Okay, I'm not missing out anything. Okay, I'll get back to what I was doing. How many people? We got 12. We lost one. I must have been boring or something. I lost somebody already. We got to get the show on the road. And I'm going to check I got to find it first. Okay. Here's my Lean and Clean cookbook here on the screen. Alright, so we got the sweet potatoes going. We got the quinoa going. Now we could do granola. Oh, okay. Well, I'll show you the bananas. Now I can't see myself. Second, I gotta be able to see the screen. So here's my bananas for the week. Got frozen bananas. It's good to always have a rotation going of your bananas so that you always have ripe ones ready to freeze. So make sure you have bananas. That's very important. Because bananas are life, you know. Alright, so what should we do next? We could do the granola or the ketchup or the tzatziki. Tzatziki? We're not going to do the sweet mustard this time because we did that last week and we still have some left over and it still smells okay. So we're just going to keep it. And then, oh, we got the salsa we can do too. So if you're going to be leaving soon and you want to see one of those first, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and start on one of them. Well, Lauren loves Instagram. Photography. She's into photography. That's just wonderful. It's always nice to have nice photography on there. Oh boy, we got 15 now. 15 people. If you just joined and you want to shout out to your own YouTube channel or your Instagram or something, just let us know. If it's your YouTube, well, we can just click your name. If you have an Instagram account, just put your Instagram in the chat window there. So Mrs. Plant used less dates in the sweet mustard and added 1 tablespoon. Okay, so she did a little modification. Don't be afraid to modify and do different things. You don't have to follow the plan exactly. There's a few things on there that I don't like, so I don't do it. Alright, so no special requests, so I'm just going to pick something here to do next. How about we do the ketchup? Let's do the ketchup. Now I gotta get all these windows open all at the same time somehow here. Okay, half a cup. Okay, here we go. I probably shouldn't give you all the measurements though, because if you don't have the ebook, you need to get one. I don't want to give away all Hannah's recipes. Oh, my eyeshadow. Banana Wisdom got that for me online, and I forget the name. I can grab it though. 1 second. Oh, that was just silly of me. Such an easy name to remember, and I forgot it. It's by e.l.f. and it's vegan and cruelty-free. And it comes with many shades just like that. But I'm going to probably be using up this one. It's going to be gone before I even touch the others, because I love that color. And this is my lipstick, also by e.l.f. I think I'm still good for now. Alright, so... Oh, hi, Virgon Vegan. Virgon Vegan, I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, I'm getting thirsty already. Oh, yes, we have some of that West Spray. I'll show you the West Spray she's talking about. How did you get in here, you little sneaky bugger? You are supposed to be in here. Who let you in? Little bugger always getting in the kitchen. That would be Penny. So here's the West Brae Natural Stone Ground Mustard, no salt added. Now, if you're like me in the middle of nowhere, kind of, can't find this stuff. So I ordered it online from Vitacost. And I got it sent to Canada. Well, actually, Banana Wisdom did. But yeah, there's no salt in this. So if you're really trying to go salt-free, it's a really good option if you can't find powdered mustard. Now, little one, you need to get out. Go on. Go on, you get out of here. You go. Why don't you go see Scott? Yeah, why don't you go see him? Alright, so this is... Oh, wow, it's hot. It's hot. Let's turn on this light here. How's that? Oh, Vitacost has a 12% off sale today. Well, isn't that just wonderful? You guys should take advantage of that. It's a really good website. I like how you can search for vegan products too. You can refine the search and see what's on there that's vegan and on sale. Oh, is that Patrick? Is that Patrick all the way from Germany? Oh my goodness. Well, the cooking's going. I'm getting a little distracted because it's so much fun talking to you all on here. Alright, so this has come to a boil. Just going to turn it down. Turn it down to low. And we're going to put the lid on and let it simmer. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see me. I'm going to have to move this to the back. So I'll move this back here. We don't want quinoa popcorn because quinoa's all over the stove. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so we got it going on the back here. That way you guys can see me when I'm over here. Well, I hope you're doing well, Patrick. It's good to see you here. Alright. Okay, you guys chat amongst yourself, and I'll check back in a second to see if you have any comments for me. Alright, so now we're going to make the ketchup. I'm not going to give you all measurements, though, because you need to get the ebook, okay? I don't want to give away all the Hannah's hard work. But yeah, I'll make up the ketchup. Just going to show you guys how we all get this stuff together for the week. But obviously you're going to see the ingredients. Alright, so we need the can opener. See, wow, what time is it? Okay, I was looking at the temperature. I thought it was 450, but that's the temperature of the oven. It's only 3:30, so we're doing okay for time. Alright, I think I need no, I don't need a bowl, because I'm going to mix it all in here in this little magic bullet thing. And if you're only making a small amount of sauce, and you have the choice of a Vitamix or Magic Bullet, I would suggest using the Magic Bullet because you don't need to, because if you only have a little bit in the Vitamix, it's kind of hard for it to get going, so this is the little one. This is what you got. Wow, I'm very messy. I'm making such a mess here. I don't realize that until I got the camera on me. So if you haven't already, make sure you give me a follow on Instagram, Just Wonderful Betty Lou. That's my name, Just Wonderful Betty Lou on Instagram. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know when I'll put some videos up because There's more people on this channel, so I might just put my videos on here. Alright, so what else we got going here? So we need my dates. Now here's a little trick that I use for dates. If you don't have time to soak them for the whole hour, you can soak them in hot water to speed up the process. And also I wanted to note too that I have Bari dates here, and they're about half the size of a medjool date, so I just count 2 as one medjool date. So there really is more in here, and I like my ketchup kind of sweet, so I'm going to put the whole full amount. So I have double the amount of dates count, but about the equivalent of how many it calls for. So if your dates are small, you can just double them up, because medjools can be quite big. Alright, so I need some apple cider vinegar. Oh, I should have got all this stuff out. Here we go. My apple cider vinegar. This is so weird doing this on camera. I'm feeling all clumsy and stuff. Then we got some garlic powder, some organic garlic powder. It doesn't have to be organic, but if it doesn't cost much more and you can afford it, I always like to get organic whenever I can. Oh, and we got some oregano. I'm going to put some oregano in here. I think that's it. So we got our tomato paste, our dates, our apple cider vinegar. Oh, and something else I like to do, because I don't mind just a smidge of salt. Generally I'm salt free, but I'm just going to add a tiny amount here. I can barely even see it. Now this will be helpful for any of you that have been on a junk food frenzy, or you're a junk foodaholic, or if you're coming from a sad diet. Just add a little bit of salt and go for the low salt option. Yeah, so you go for the low salt option. It'll help you transition a little easier so this doesn't just taste so bland, because it can taste, a lot of the whole plant food stuff can taste a little bland when you're first transitioning, so don't be afraid to use a little bit of salt. And some people use salt, you know, all the time. I mean, they don't ever get off of it and they do fine. So, but if you really want results fast, you want to lose some weight real quick, don't eat salt. That's a better way to diet than restricting calories. Trying to fit into a dress for a wedding? Don't eat salt for a week. Alright, so I'm going to blend this all. It's all sticking at the top here. Sorry if that's loud. Come on, you will get down there. There we go. Okay, this might get a little loud. Just move it around. Look at that, it moves all by itself like a robot. Maybe that's why it's called a magic bullet. No. Might have been a little bit much for this little guy. Just humming along there real slow. So that's the finished product. It's not as red as regular ketchup. And it actually tastes better once you've had it sitting overnight. It has a nicer flavor, but you can't eat it right away. So what I like to do is store it in a jar, but this one, I wonder if this is a good jar for it. Well, it should be okay. Just kind of like something a little straighter so you don't have to dig, but it'll be alright. Well, where did I put my spatula? Where's that darn thing? We need a spatula to get that out. Here we go. You got a spatula? Well, the spatula's kind of big. Maybe I'll just use a spoon. Gotta improvise here. See if I can get this in here without making a mess. Now, this is pretty thick, so if you want it a little thinner, you could add a little more apple cider vinegar. Maybe a little water. I don't mind it being a little thick. This is very good with the pizza fries. I hope I'm not boring you guys. I wish I could work a little bit faster so you can get through more of this stuff. I'm trying to think of more tips and tricks for you guys too when you're doing meal prep. Now if you don't have High Carb Hannah's ebook and you just want to learn how to get ready for the week, and everything I'm doing here is just fine. If you don't have recipes for sauces, you don't have to make them. Oh, this is good. You don't really want to have sauce on the edge here. Yeah, so here's what we got for the week. And just going to put a lid on there and keep it nice and sealed tight. And, oh, I wish I forgot my sticky notes, but I have these nice little sticky notes that I can put on here to say when I made it and what it is. Oh, yes, we're talking about Mummy Tang. Yeah, isn't that just wonderful? Mummy Tang is back. It's just wonderful. I love Mummy Tang too, and I would like Janine to do another Mummy Tang video. That was just wonderful. All right, so let's see, what should we do next? So we got our ketchup, our rice, potatoes. And oh, what was I saying? So if you want to just do your own meal plan and you just want to prepare ahead of time so you don't eat junk food or whatever, you have some easy meals. The best thing to do is always have some baked potatoes, sweet potatoes if you like them, and some rice, quinoa, like have your greens and carbs all ready to go, and have some canned beans like black beans and whatever beans you like. And if you got that going in the fridge with some salsa and whatever kind of sauces you like, you don't have to make them at home. But, oh no, the dog is back again. I think she wants to be on camera. Is that what you wanted? You want to be on camera? You can say hi, everybody. You can say, hi, Bonita Bunches. How's it hanging? Well, why aren't you talking? You're supposed to say hello. Well, she's not participating. Now you go out here, little one. You go on, you go see your dad. Go on. You get out of here. You stay out of here. Alright, so where was I? Oh, there. Eyes blue. Scarlett, my 2-year-old, says she pretty in eyes blue and her cute. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that cute? Oh, yeah. Jessica says hi to Penny. Oh, cabbage is allowed on the starch diet. Can probably make mock kimchi. Oh, see, that's true. You could probably make a mock kimchi. Now, I know kimchi has a lot of salt in it, so I don't know how that works with the salt. Okay, Lauren asks, what are you all doing for exercise? I fell on Monday and hurt my leg. I'm not, oh, good gosh, I hope you're okay. Not broken, but deep bruised and still in pain. Well, that's not good. I have MS and balance is very bad. Well, I just say do what you can. When you have some kind of health issue going on or injury, you do what you can. So if you can work on your upper body, even if you're sitting in your chair and doing air punches if you can, you can do stuff like that and it still counts as exercise. And if you can do some walking, just do some light walking. You don't have to be hard on yourself. You just want to keep moving in whatever way you can. Oh, hi, Shannon. Shannon used to be a neighbor of Banana Wisdom. Well, Banana Wisdom, Janine moved away. And Shannon lived right down the hall. And yes, they miss you too. And we all miss Vancouver. And wow, this is getting hot standing here by the oven. I'm sweating. Okay, so let's go on to the tzatziki sauce. And I'm going to use the Vitamix for this one because we got cashews. We want to get it really nice and smooth. Now, if any of you have some tips for Lauren, I see Jessica's giving her a tip about cycling. If you have any tips for people that may have mobility issues, in this case she's hurting her leg. So if you have any ideas, yeah, please say them in the comments. And she's got MS as well. Oh boy, the dogs are going crazy. That's a really shrill, loud bark that Penny has there. I'm pretty sure the whole darn neighborhood can hear her. Mrs. Plant has 2 pugs that are vegan, and they're shiny. They're very nice looking little pugs. A rebounder. Okay, well, I hope you get that rebounder back out after you move, because I'm going to be doing a rebounder trampoline workout series as soon as I get my new outfit. And I heard some wonderful news recently that we made enough book sales from our affiliate link to get me my epic spandex suit. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, so walk in place and dance in place, those are good exercises too. I have a hair in my mouth. Okay, so here where we be wappa-tibba-doo. Where was I? Alright, 1/4 cup of raw cashews. Well, I'm not supposed to give away all the measurements, so I'm just going to show you how I make it. Alright, so I got my cashews. And you guys can't see me here, can you? Now I'm going to have to. Bye, Patrick. It's probably pretty late where he is. Okay. Now I don't, Banana Wisdom, I forget what her rebounder is. But I'll ask her to post that in the Facebook group, the Lean and Clean Team Banana one. And you guys can see which one she's got there. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see me. Here, is that a little better? I think so. Okay, so I'm going to make the tzatziki sauce. Now, I'm modifying a little bit because I don't have cucumbers because somebody forgot to get them. So I'm going to use a little bit of zucchini. Now, it will change the flavor and won't have that tzatziki kind of, Greek flavor that the cucumber gives it, but it'll give it some substance. Now, zucchini really takes on the flavor of whatever you're making with it, so it just won't have that cucumbery flavor, which is fine. It still will work. I'm pretty sure. We'll give it a taste test after this. See what happens. Now, the zucchini isn't as wet as a cucumber, so I might have to add some water. Alright, so now we need some lemon juice. Can you guys see me okay? I hope so. Where is the lemon? I got so much stuff out right now. Now, I like to squeeze the lemon in a different vessel, like a bowl, instead of right in the Vitamix, because sometimes if you squeeze it and the little seeds come out and they get in the Vitamix and you're trying to dig them out now, that's not fun. Now, what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. Now this one, I've got a what do you call it? A citruser here. Which I could just use my hands, but this works really well. And sometimes the seeds still come out. Oh boy. All right. Okay. My lemons are too big to fit in here, so I had to cut them up. Now that little bugger is back again. This other little bugger. They're persistent little dogs. You tell them to go do something else and they come right back like a boomerang. They don't like to listen, that's for sure. I don't know if any of you out there have a Boston Terrier, but sometimes Janine calls them Boston Terribles, and I think I understand why. Now there's the seed. The seed just got in there. That's why I'm glad I put this in a bowl first. Alright, so we got our lemon. And then the dried dill, that's what really gives it a flavor. Gives it the flavor, and we have some garlic here. Oh boy, that's very loud and that's very rude. I'm not liking that. I'm really sorry about that. Oh my goodness. You girls, you go on and get out of here. Why don't you go downstairs and ask your dad for a chew stick? Would you like a chew stick? Go on, go see Dad. You go see your dad and have a chew stick. Somebody needs a chew stick. Okay, I hope I got rid of them for now. And one thing I like to do with my garlic cloves is squish them with the knife. And they're a lot easier to peel. And then you just cut the hard part here. And usually the peel comes off real nice. So you don't have to get garlic under your fingernails. Another wonderful thing about having a Vitamix is you don't have to chop your garlic and just throw it in there. You squish. This reminds me of a scene from Harry Potter when they were making that potion of death or something, I don't know, in their class. And Hermione got all mad because Harry knew how to do it and she didn't. Any Harry Potter fans out there? Well, the plant eaters, you can prep. You can prep while I'm prepping. Oh, we have 13 people now. Well, I don't blame them. I was watching somebody cook in the kitchen that's kind of crazy. Might be a little bit boring. Okay, so we're at 46 minutes. I didn't want to go more than an hour, so let's get a move on here. Alright, so we're going to put some dill. Oh, I think I got it. Let's see. There we go. So the dill and the garlic's really what gives it its flavor. I found this one didn't need any salt. But again, if you're transitioning from a salty diet, feel free to put a little bit of salt in your stuff and just go for the low salt option. Don't be hard on yourself. You know, you don't have to do it perfect. Alright, so now we're going to need some water. I don't have a measurement for that. Let's see. I'll just improvise. Oh, way in here. actually like to use a little less water than what it calls for and then add more later so you can get the consistency that you like. This is the hard part about preparing a bunch of things at once. The kitchen gets messy real fast. It gets cluttered and it kind of drives me a little crazy. Let's clean this up a little bit. I don't like a mess in the kitchen. Alright, so we're going to blend up the tzatziki here. You want to use your tamper. You see what I mean when you have a small amount? It's so little that it's hard to even push it with the tamper because there's not very much in there. Oh, it's a good time to dance when the Vitamix is going. Okay, let's see what we're going to use, what we're going to make after this. We're skipping the sweet mustard. Alright, so we're going to do the pre-made salsa next. Then we do have a Harry Potter fan here, Lauren. Alright. It tastes pretty darn good. Now, this is a note. If you want to make a sauce, it calls for cucumber. Still tastes good just with zucchini. So I think that worked out just fine. Sometimes you gotta improvise. Now for this sauce, it doesn't make a lot. So I'm putting in a smaller jar here. Just like that. All right. Was the dog barking really, really loud for you guys? I'm really sorry about that from earlier. Oh gosh darn, my hair is getting everywhere. So I don't think we need the blender anymore. Or the magic bullet, so we're going to unplug those. Don't want it wasting powder. We're going to say powder. Power. Oh boy. Okay. Gotta make some room here for other stuff. Okay, so if we have time, we're almost coming up on the hour here. Might have to go a little bit over. Let's see. I'll let you guys choose. You want me to make the granola? Or, okay, bye, Mrs. Plant. Thank you so much for coming. It was so wonderful to see you here. So next I could make the granola or the salsa. And I'm thinking maybe the granola because I have a little tip for you guys. Because the granola is can be a little tricky if you don't have a food processor. And I don't have one. And I wanted to show you how I do that without a food processor. So if you guys, yes, we got a granola here. I think that'll work just fine. I'm just going to put the sauces in the fridge. I want to get those chilling. And let's check on the, I think the quinoa and rice are done. Let's see here. Yeah, it's nice and fluffy. Can you see that? It's nice and fluffy. There's no water left, so yeah, I think that's done. So I'm going to turn the heat off. And I have somewhere I can put that. I don't know. I kind of want to move it away from the oven because the oven's still warm. Well, I don't know where my little pot holders left. Where did they go? I don't know. Oh, here, we got one here. All right. Okay. I'm going to keep the lid off because I want it to cool down so we can put it away. So this is going to go in a nice big container and store it in the fridge for the recipes for the week and also for snacks. So if you're feeling a little peckish, you can have some rice and quinoa, maybe some canned black beans you can put on there, a little bit of vegetables or whatever. Doesn't have to be fancy. And let's check on the sweet potatoes. Not quite. They should be nice and squishy, so they're not squishy yet. So let's get on with the granola. Might have to go over a few minutes here, but let's get the granola done. All right. So you can get a lot done in an hour, really. If you give yourself an hour and you're not doing a live video, you should be able to get all the prep done in about an hour. And you'll get faster at it each time you do it. Okay, so we need the recipe first. On my screen is one thing I like about this. You can just put it on your screen. It's digital. You know, you have to fuss with books on your countertop. I do like a physical recipe book, but sometimes they're just a pain in the butt to put in your kitchen and you end up getting them all dirty. So if you get one of these ebooks, you can just put it on your iPad or your phone and just look at the recipes from there. All right. Oh boy, it's really warm in here. Okay, so last week I used dried mulberries, but they're very hard to find around here. And I ordered them from Vitacost. It was a tiny little bag for like, well, I didn't order them. Banana Wisdom did. I don't want to take credit for that. But they were like $8 for a little bag. And yeah, and then the exchange rate to get it here to Canada, it's very expensive. So this week, we're going to try with dried cranberries. I've also heard some other people using raisins. I mean, I could probably get dried cherries here for cheaper than the mulberries. Now this will be probably a little bit tart, so if you don't like tart, then maybe go for raisins. And if you don't like regular raisins, you could try golden raisins. It's a different flavor they have. Oh no, am I missing something? I think I'm missing. Am I missing something here? Let me check something. I think I might have messed something up. I might have used my dates. No, that was right. I used the dates with the ketchup. I don't have dates for the granola. Oh no. Okay, well, we'll just improvise. Here's another tip for you all. To keep your dates lasting longer, I got this tip from Tanny Raw. I like to pit them and then put them in the freezer. And these have lasted since the summer. And they're still really good. So so I need 8 dates. Alright, so we're going to count out the equivalent of 8. I just double them up because they're so small. Actually, I found this granola to be very sweet, so actually I'm going to go a little bit less on the dates. I don't know how this is going to work because these are really cold and frozen right now. And if I try to put them in that blender, I might break it. So we'll try. It's just a magic bullet, right? We can always get a new blade. Sorry, excuse me while I wash the blade here. That's the trouble with doing a live video. Can't edit this stuff out. And really, you need like double of every appliance to do a live video proper. And oh my, no, kudos to you that have stuck around this long. Maple syrup. Let's see what kind of questions we have here. I have dried cherries. Yes, you know what? Yeah, try the dried cherries. Even if they have sugar added, just use them up. And you could try something else for the next week. I could do that. That's a good idea. Zap them in the nuclear device here. It's going to be right in your ears because the microwave's right here. It's an inverter. I hope my armpits aren't a sweaty mess. Let's see, we'll just try to do like 25 seconds here. Alright, so my trick here is I don't have a food processor. I guess I did need the magic bullet after all. I unplugged it. Try to hurry up for you guys. I know a live video for an hour is a long time. Okay, so what I like to do. Yeah, that's much better. Thank you so much for that tip. I try to use the microwave as little as possible. Okay, what was I saying here? Make sure I got everything I need. Alright, so what I do when I don't have, because I don't have a food processor, I might even do this if I had a food processor. I keep the water out until the very end. And I put everything in a bowl, and I do it in batches in the magic bullet. So I gotta get my cinnamon in there. Hope you guys can see me. Move some stuff around so you can see me. Okay, so I'm gonna take all my ingredients, throw them in there, except for the water. I leave out the water. I also have another reason to hurry up. My boyfriend, I'm not going to tell you who he is, but he's coming over soon. And we got the house to ourselves, so I'll leave the rest to your imagination. I hope that wasn't TMI. I didn't really say anything. Okay, are you all there? We have 9 people watching. I don't blame you. This is a long video. And it's really not that exciting, you know? Watching someone in the kitchen, listening to dogs barking in the background. Now you little young ladies now, you be quiet. Oh dear, I'm really sorry. Now come on now, you guys go play or something. You go do something that dogs like to do. Okay, now, no. That's enough. That's enough out of you. Okay? Thank you. Alright, so you can see everything's mixed together here. We're just going to ignore the dogs. So I got my oats, my dried fruit, my dried something other than dates. I got my dates and my cinnamon. No water. And then I'm going to put this in the magic bullet in batches. And try to get a little bit of everything in the batch. Without making a huge mess. I don't know how you two got in here again. These little devil dogs. They're the cutest little things. Alright, so I'm not going to fill it up all the way. Just a little bit here. Almost half. And we're going to pulse it in there. And also I got here a cookie sheet with parchment. All right. Shake it about. Oh, a bunch of stuff sticking on the bottom here, so you want to give it a good shake. All right, I don't know if I was supposed to chop the dates before, but try to give it another blend. I probably could have put a little more. Now these dates are really sticky. Really sticky. So you gotta unstick it here. Give it a nice blend. Just gonna give another pulse. Pulse. Ooh. Alright. I think that's good enough because we can break it up a little more later. If we're going vegan, is washing dishes while doing this. Well, that's a good way to multitask. And hopefully I'm entertaining you enough. Alright, so this is the consistency here. So we can break that up a little more. But the dates are pretty much broken up. And you can also break it up more afterwards, after you've baked it. Now my hands are all sticky. I guess I don't really have to show you any more of this, but let's just complete it. So we'll all have closure. You don't want to have no closure, right? That's what I like about these little beasts. You can really beat the hell out of them. It doesn't really matter because they're not that expensive. So you don't have to worry too much about killing it, but I'm trying not to because we don't want more landfill stuff. Oh boy, I think I killed it. Just as I was saying that. That's probably good enough. Alright, last batch. I did do it in 3 batches here. So much better if you got a food processor though, because you could do this all together. Well, I'm getting hot in here. I want to get freshened up before the boyfriend Alright, I think it's had enough. Okay, this looks very beautiful with the cranberries. This is going to make for some nice Instagram photos for Banana Wisdom. I think she'll love that. Okay, so we've got our granola here, and we're going to bake that in the oven. Now, I don't know. The oven might be a little bit hot. I gotta check the... See here, check. Oh, you're not cooperating. Okay. 350. So I'm gonna wait until the potatoes are done. And then let the oven cool off a bit. And bake this in the oven at 350 until it's nice and crispy. So I think that about wraps it up. I'm gonna make myself some salsa, and I'm going to give you guys one little tip before I go for the salsa. If you're lazy like me and Janine, we're both a little bit lazy when it comes to food prep, instead of buying Roma tomatoes, I just buy the canned diced, no salt added, and I like the taste a little better than fresh. I don't like fresh tomatoes. Banana Wisdom doesn't like fresh tomatoes. So we like to use canned ones instead of chopping up our own fresh ones. And that's what we use for our salsa, and it makes a really nice salsa. Okay, well that didn't seem so exciting as last video. But I hope this helped. Hope this helped give you some ideas on food prep. And if you have any questions, just fire them away now before I exit. Before I exit this live stream in here. Let's see. Now I don't know if this is a complete video unless I do a dance too. So, oh boy, what's happening? What's happening? Okay, I thought my video stopped. I think I pressed pause on my other screen by accident. Okay. Alright, so I will dance out the end of this video with some music, and feel free to leave whenever you want. Alright, let's see. I gotta play the royalty-free stuff. Alright. I hope that's not too loud for you all. Let's see. Wait a minute, it just plays the same thing over and over again. I don't like that. Oh no, it's okay. Alright. So you shake the top out like that. Oh, I'm not looking at the camera. I should be looking there. Okay. So all you do is shake the top out and move your hands forward. And you go faster. Just like that. Here we go. A little dance with Betty Lou to end the video. Oh no, the music's still going. Let's see. Alright, thank you so much for coming. Oh no, the stream is frozen. What's going on? Alright, thank you so much. Oh, and before I go, Plant-Based Compass asked, has anyone lost weight doing Lean and Clean? Well, I know that Banana Wisdom already has. She said that her stomach feels smaller and her face, and everything's fitting a little nicer. And also, if you go into High Carb Hannah's Lean and Clean group, I'm out of breath just from that. Whew. You're gonna see all kinds of testimonials. Oh no, don't. And yes, a lot of people have lost weight. So go on into that group, and if you want a smaller group and you want to hang out with me, look for a Facebook group. What's it called? Gosh darn it. It's Lean and Clean Team Banana. Alright. I will link that. I'll get Banana Wisdom to link that down below after the live stream's over and it's uploaded. But thank you so much for sticking it out. I know this was a long video and some of you were here the whole time. That's just wonderful. And make sure you check me out on my own YouTube channel and Instagram, and follow me. I'll follow you back. I'm just Betty Lou on Instagram. Alright, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, I turned this thing off again. Alright, here we go.